One California senator is putting out a press release today, essentially a statement, not to tout some new bill or new plan, but to actually push back on claims that she's not mentally fit to hold her seat. We're talking about Senator Dianne Feinstein responding to an article in the San Francisco Chronicle, which reported that several anonymous senators and some of Feinstein's own staffers have noticed her memory rapidly deteriorating. We should note NBC News has not independently verified the Chronicle's reporting. But in this statement today, you saw Feinstein ticking off her achievements over the last few months. And she added, in her words, the real question is whether I'm still an effective representative for 40 million Californians, and the record shows that I am. I want to bring in NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Ali Vitale, who has walked across the street to join us here on set. It's
Happy
good to
to
see
do
you,
it.
Ali. What's behind this? This is not the first time that she has faced questions similar to this, but it is an incredibly vigorous pushback by both the senator and her office here.
Yeah, it's stunning, especially when you see an article like that, which is quoting anonymously, but other senators, her colleagues, who are talking about the fact that they think that she is not the lawmaker that she once was and having questions about her fitness to continue holding this office. I was particularly struck by one of the things that she said to the San Francisco Chronicle when she called them the day after this initial story posted.
Because she did that kind of outreach. I mean, her office connected them to reach out.
Exactly.
That point, right?
She didn't talk for the initial story, but she spoke to the editorial board. And I was struck. She said, I meet regularly with leaders. I'm not isolated. I see people. My attendance is good. I put in the hours. We represent a huge state, and I'm rather puzzled by all of this. The piece that I'm interested in is where she says, my attendance is good. I see people. I take the votes. I was talking to someone today who was saying she's not doing the job, which technically is showing up and taking the votes. In terms of where this goes, though, you can't make a senator resign their seat. And certainly that's not something that people are calling for right now at all. But it is sort of a reminder here that this is an older body. There are people there who are well in their 80s, including Feinstein. And I think the other piece of this that's really striking is the people who talked to the San Francisco Chronicle, they're talking about it through the lens of her legacy, talking about the trailblazer that she was, one of the women who was elected in the 1992 Year of the Woman that ushered, 4 senators into Washington in that moment. She was one of them. And I think that there's a lot of questions here right now about her legacy now at the end of her career. That's what I read in that San Francisco Chronicle piece. Throughout all of the initial allegations, there's then that question of, all right, but what about her legacy? This is someone who was and is iconic in Washington.